this one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but
you don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On second down now, it's Thompson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
No, 80. Motion, bump. 80. Who do you want? Mike's 13. He's coming.
Now a give, right side. It's Thompson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Let's get off the field, D. Alert 3. Red 80.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's got it complete to Thompson. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Flushed out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
Take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Darnold on first down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 47-yard line. 56. Check 56. You don't know no better. Check it out.
They'll run on first down. Thompson, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 47-yard line. 20. Stay with your man. Strong left. Strong left. I got it.
On second and 11 now. Darnold, he completes this to Sutton. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Mike 20. Hey, 80. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check the lady.
From the 50, it's Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Good job.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
On third down, Thompson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
The throw over the middle taken in. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Shut. 60 out low. 33. I got one. Check.
On first down, Pullman. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the Jets' 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Murray going to try to throw on third down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. In for the score as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 31, check 31. 36, 36.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. This is fielded at the 27. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
56, the mic, boys, 56. Check 56. You better bring it. You better. I'm letting you go.
First down, Murray.
Lucky. Check.
And And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Murray with a 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, let's bring it. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
To throw is Darnold. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
56. Mike's 56. Let's go. Motion, motion, motion. Young lady. 56. 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. He'll boot. And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Murray now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Go! Ready, set! 56, right there, 56. Good.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. 6-yard. Y'all not ready. No, go back.
Now this time Murray to throw it. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
56. Mike's 56. Come to our world. We want.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now Thompson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They go with Thompson again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. On third down, it's Thompson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. This is Thompson. There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick. On second down, it's Thompson, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And he's got his man, the tight end McDonald. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run with Thompson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Dolphins, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.